Hey folks, please enjoy this clip from our show, which you can find every single day at 4 p.m. Eastern exclusively on Rumble. We've been doing the best shows we've ever done, completely free of censorship and on a platform that actually supports us. You can also support us on Locals, where you can access a ton of exclusive content, movie riffs, as well as an archive of over 1,000 full episodes going back as far as 7 years. We've also teamed up with Merch Engine to bring you a new lineup of really awesome quality shirts, hoodies, and now even hats. So come check out our untethered, uncensored show on Rumble every single weekday at 4 p.m. Eastern. You stupid idiots.
Can't help it. You can't help it. He's terrible. All right, here we go.
As a contractor at Airbnb, Jess Hernandez's job was to investigate users with possible ties to extremist and hate groups.
What?
Now, she's whistleblowing because they fired her and got rid of the whole department. What are you whistleblowing about? This isn't illegal to do that. You shouldn't have that department to begin with.
That is so bizarre.
So if you go to Airbnb, they investigate you?
For a company that has such an
If that was the case, black people could never use Airbnb because they're all party risk.
Yeah, exactly.
intimate business model.
Wow, you are very
staying
native
and
looking,
sleeping in someone's house. These people are vulnerable.
Yeah, she's Aztec Mexican.
She looks like she should be getting sacrificed on top of a pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
It's our duty to...
Yeah, the one in Vegas.
At a country music show.
As part of what she says was called the Dangerous Organizations Team.
Remember that? Remember after the Vegas shooting, one of the stupidest things everyone kept doing was, look at all the symbology. Look at all the symbols positioned around. And you're like, yeah, it's Vegas. They kind of run out of things to build symbolic buildings on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah? Have you been to D.C.?
Yes. Come on.
It's our duty to protect them.
As part of what she says was...
It's our duty to protect them. Listen to this.
Too.
The people renting their homes. What if I don't care if you rent my house out to white supremacists? What if I prefer it because they throw out the trash before they leave?
Yeah. You know, there is...
Who cares?
There is a scourge to the Airbnb renters out there. And it ain't white nationalists. It's not extremists.
It's not hate groups throwing parties.
It's black people renting houses and inviting 700 people over to trash it.
And film a rap video.
Mm-hmm.
That way your kid's first communion pictures are behind in some black guy's video because you never took them off the wall because you figured, you know what? We only come here on the weekends anyway. We could rent it during the week.
Who cares?
It's called the Dangerous Organizations Team.
Rent your home on Airbnb. Do you want strangers that have sex in your bed? Airbnb. Do you want people rummaging through your closet?
She would investigate and remove users that
You want people overloading your washing machine and breaking it?
Seriously. Do you want people cranking your AC down as low as it goes so your power bill goes through the roof? Put your home on Airbnb.
She would investigate and remove users that the team determined to be members of those groups.
That's right. Rent your house out to Airbnb. The people renting it totally won't smoke weed inside.
Is that true? Owen Benjamin had a house listed under his wife's name. So his wife trying to rent an Airbnb and they kicked them off? Are you serious? Is that for real?
That's crazy.
Yo, that shit's fucking wild.
And remove users that the team determined.
That's so fucking, oh my God.
Determined to be members of those
and
groups.
Talk as much shit as you want. Owen Benjamin's the type of dude that would mow the lawn at an Airbnb.
Yeah, no. Of course.
Like
that would be weird if you rented an Airbnb from Owen Benjamin and he's out there mowing the lawn one day and you're like, is that Owen Benjamin? The fuck?
He keeps telling you to keep an eye out for some black kid that stole his bike.
He would investigate and remove.
Hey guys, let's have some kombucha. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Fucking extremists, kick them out of here. Get the group of black people to come in here and shoot a porno instead.
Guys, I'm farming alpacas. Oh, Mr. 1488, we gotta ban him from everything. Try some of this goat milk. It's organic. Oh, Nazi, get out. Get him out of here.
Get some black guys in here with OE stat.
All my children are white. All right, you're banned.
You're banned from Airbnb. Yeah, take that shit to VRBO.
You drink unpasteurized milk?
He should be in prison.
Banned.
He should be in fucking prison for that.
Give the Mev, all you do is cover Owen. That's funny. That was really good.
I've tried so hard to get Owen on this show,
I know,
and he
me
will
too.
not do it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why. I still think he's convinced we're just waiting to ambush
Bro,
him.
we're not ambushing.
No,
Hey,
no,
somebody clip this. Owen, we don't want to
don't
ambush you. As a matter of fact, we said it on the show a bunch of times. There's a lot of shit you did that you were right about, and we were wrong. I mean, 100%.
Look, before COVID, you were a fucking idiot. You looked like an idiot. And after COVID, not so much.
Not so much. So we're just trying to be honest. Look, we always try to be honest, right?
Wow, this nigga built a farm 2 years before they forced everyone to isolate on their own property.
Yeah, he was right.
Good
and
call.
look, there you go. You could clip this. You could send it to him. This is not an ambush. Seriously. Maybe happy to squash it, Owen. Happy to squash it. Seriously.
Was
For
called
real,
the Dangerous
dog. Like this,
Organizations
we were all running out for toilet paper. This nigga sheared a goat to wipe his ass.
he just had unlimited wool toilet paper, baby. That would be rough on the butt.
She would investigate and remove users that the team determined to be members of those groups. But in a new whistleblower complaint sent to the SEC and FTC and shared with members of Congress, Hernandez alleges that Airbnb dissolved that team last year and weakened its policies against extremist and hate groups, something the company denies.
I'm coming forward not because I want to, but I felt that I had to.
According to the complaint, the team was created in 2018 after Airbnb made news for removing users who used the platform to organize and coordinate stays for the deadly Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville.
Oh my God, here we go.
How would you be able to know?
January 6th, Airbnb announced in a blog post it was taking aggressive action, banning 130 users determined to be involved in the violence. That same day, CEO Brian Chesky spoke about the company's investigation teams and their responsibility in a New York Times podcast with Kara Swisher.
Does that mean an expansion of this?
Yes. And our general goal is I would like us to be a role model. We don't wait for
a role model to police people and what they do in their life. This is the shit, dude. This is the kind of shit, man.
This is like 7-Eleven refusing to sell me a hot dog because I'm an extremist.
Yeah, so basically, if the SPLC writes something bad about you, you can't go to Airbnb?
Well, you always have Verbo. Verbo embraces extremists.
That's right. Let's make commercial for them. VRBO. We don't care what the fuck you do.
What
for
the
people to
fuck
be
is
arrested. Like, if there's any evidence.
VRBO.
Is that like Lyft?
Well,
Is that like Lyft for Airbnb?
Yeah. No, that's kind of what it is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Jesus
Vacation
Christ, that sounds
rental. It stands
terrible.
for vacation rental. I forget what the other thing is.
You're a member of a hate group.
Here's the thing with Verbo. People that list on Airbnb also list on. So they're both up at the same time.
Both of them.
Yeah, they're both. So
Then we remove your account.
Or you could use Bonvoy. Bonvoy actually had, what was it called? Home and something?
Yeah, Marriott's doing some weird shit now, too, where they rent out people's private shit.
But in the complaint, Hernandez says she noticed a shift in 2023 after her team banned the parents of far-right activist Lauren Southern under a policy allowing for bans of people with connections to extremists. Southern, known for live streaming with white nationalists, responded on social media.
Lauren Southern's known for live streaming with white nationalists?
Yeah, she's basically like Daily Storm.
She's known for being cute and wearing a MAGA hat.
Not so much, not so cute anymore, but still would.
Still wearing a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
And years ago for her, quote, politics and affiliations, and claimed her parents do not represent me in any way.
As her parents are related to her by blood, the genetics are incriminating.
Conservative media seized on the ban. And Airbnb
they didn't seize on the ban. They pointed out that it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What? Seized on it?
Stated Southern's parents.
Incriminating genetics is a great prog rock band name.
Does this really come down to extremism, or does it just come down to the fact that you don't look like Lauren Southern?
Yeah, it's probably that.
Says after that, her team's hands were tied. After a year and a half of working for Airbnb, Hernandez's contract was not renewed in November 20.
After that came out, they disbanded the entire thing because that would have been really bad.
2023.
It's scary.
Because you were probably the person that looked into her family and says, oh, there's Lauren's son. Guaranteed she's a direct person responsible that did it. Guaranteed.
Can I ask, I gotta ask, what about supposed racists being able to rent an Airbnb is, your word, scary. What's scary about that? Because let's say these white supremacists crazy gun-toting hicks are already out there in the world, right? They're already out there. They already exist. So what about renting an Airbnb is like the scary part. Are you staying in the same Airbnb as them? Are you like, no, why are you scared? You're making this up.
Even if the person staying at your Airbnb is a raging racist, as long as they keep tidy, what would it matter?
You should be way more scared of blacks renting your Airbnb.
It's scary to have information and
She's terrified another gang of white
ears.
supremacists will steal her eyebrows again.
Listen to her. It's scary to have information and have it fall on deaf ears. Or maybe that a vacation rental company shouldn't be policing what people do in their normal life and disqualify them from being able to stay in Myrtle Beach.
Well, if you're a white supremacist, you don't want to stay in Myrtle Beach anyway. Not anymore.
Or you do for one night.
Yeah. Just get some work done. Wink, wink. No, like, look, if I rent an Airbnb and I hold a lynching at the Airbnb and live stream it, I could understand if I get an email from Airbnb. Like, hey, we can't have that. We're going to kick you off our
Ideas for
platform.
season 3 of Fish Tank.
I want season 3 of Fish Tank to end in a gas leak and
Hell yeah.
kill all of them.
That'd be funny.
That'd be the best ending.
How about if it
Airbnb
begins in a fish tank?
What if
All
we
the
just
alligators-
drown them all in a fish tank?
That sounds good.
In the complaint, quote, baseless and inaccurate. Writing in a statement, we have actually expanded the remit of our team to
Oh,
detect
so it's
and
even
remove
worse.
users who pose safety risk.
Safety
Adding
risk
the
is
company
fine.
has, quote, robust policies, processes, and teams focusing on promoting community safety. And
What does safety have to do with somebody being a racist? Or it doesn't matter. Why would that matter? I don't understand. If I had an Airbnb,
Some would argue. I would argue that I feel safer when I'm around racist people.
Airbnb spokesperson noted
Yeah, I feel safer around Cubans too.
Yeah.
They're very racist.
the company's use of background checks and existing terrorist watch lists, and cited internal statistics showing safety incidents at Airbnb properties are extremely rare. Hernandez says she's speaking out now and hopes that the company will recommit to a proactive approach. Are you concerned for Airbnb's customers?
I'm very concerned. I wouldn't want my family or my friends staying at an Airbnb.
Brandy.
Why? Why? No, but why?
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 What, even if a racist, hey, you know racists sometimes stay in the hotel before you?
She's making it sound like random Airbnbs are just exploding.
What is she talking about? This is one of the most insane stories I've ever heard.
He is joining us now. So Brandy's stepping.
Brandy, don't put on makeup even though you're on TV, okay?
Yeah, don't even. And you know what? Honestly, your hair looks fine.
It looks great. Don't even run a brush through it.
Hey, and those glasses, perfect size for your face.
Yeah, exactly. They frame your Tilda Swinton face really, really well.
Bro, Warby Parker is one of the worst things to ever happen to this country.
You're right.
Fucking
It's
whistleblower for a fucking talcum powder company.
Yeah, fucking seriously.
Back and more broadly than just Airbnb. There are
It
some
looks like
companies,
Scooby Doo
including
would think she's a ghost.
Dude, she looks like she has an identical twin in the Matrix.
Elon Musk's company that have done away or started to do away with some of the teams in charge of trust and safety. Explain the rationale there.
She looks like, without even hearing her talk, I just assume she sounds like Janine Garofalo.
Bitch, don't you have a soup
hey,
can to paint?
I assume she is Janine Garofalo.
Look at that face.
I mean, this is exceedingly common right now. In the last couple of years, we've seen a shift away from trust and safety. We've seen
Yeah,
a lot.
because honestly, we can't afford to pay a bunch of people to keep notes on everyone.
No, not
Turns out
just-
the economy's not doing
Not
well.
just to keep notes on anyone. We can't afford to pay a bunch of people to lose business.
That's what you're doing.
You're making the customer base smaller. Hey guys, do you know why places like Marriott do really well? Because they don't give a shit what you are when you check in. You could be a pimp. You could be a rapist.
As long as you have an ID and a credit card.
That's all you need to stay at a hotel.
And
Nobody
you
cares.
hand it over, they swipe it, you get it back, you go up in the room, you can put a sign on the door that says, leave me the fuck alone. And they leave you the fuck alone most of the time. Unless you're staying at the airport, Fairfield, and the maids just keep bursting into your room.
You know what DoubleTree doesn't have? A blacklist, unless you look at their customer base.
Yes.
It's a list of black people that stay there.
Well, that's more like Hilton.
They like staying there because trees remind it. Well,
A lot of companies sort of slash their trust and safety and moderation teams. This isn't just Airbnb.
no, they replaced. You misunderstood. They replaced it with the guitarist Slash.
We've seen this at Alphabet. We've seen this at Twitch. We've seen this at X. Like you said, there are
Yeah, it
multiple
turns out your job is worthless.
Yeah, no one needs your job.
That we've seen has happen, and part of the company's explanations for this is understandable, right? Like during the pandemic, they really did beef up these departments, so much so that in some cases they said we have too many employees. But that doesn't explain what we're seeing here with Jess Hernandez.
So the Pfizer
and what we've
money's
seen
drying
in other
up?
places like X, etc., which is that community safety and trust and safety teams and moderation has become so politicized that it's almost like for half of the country, it's
so politicized. It was created out of political.
It's literally a political being. It was made in a political lab.
just seen
a
as
political
censorship.
gain of function lab.
Yeah,
in Wuhan.
seriously.
And for the people who do this work, the online trust and safety experts who try to do this work, it really is harmful. And that, again, that pendulum swing, that
Man,
polarization.
what is that one
really
curl in
makes
your hair? It's really bothering me.
companies nervous. And so they're at this point
The
where they're
pendulum swing makes companies nervous. They should be nervous.
Yeah.
Companies should be nervous because it's getting real. People get real fed up with your shit. The people that were, again, you're making, this happens to a lot of people, you're making a whole new group of I just wanted to grill people. You're making a whole new group that are going like,
I just wanted to grill in an Airbnb.
yeah, and now you couldn't do that because you said once on Twitter.
Or a lot.
Well, it was
Many
okay,
times.
it was fucking Black History Month.